to the draft. Even though I don't know if this is necessarily going to affect his stock, because these GMs and people are like foaming at the mouth watching him play. So he's still going to be top 5, if not the number 1. So there's no concerns or worries there. And we already talked about Loyola, Chicago beating Miami. Sorry about that, Michael Bella. Shout out to Clutch Talk Sports. He's in here. He definitely said he's out eating right now, so he said have an awesome show. Appreciate that. Barbershop Sports Talk. I'm sure that's Trey. I got to give you a round of applause because you were the only one that told me to look out for that team. Thank you for coming in the chat room. Had to give you a shout out. Man, good call on that one. I don't know if you picked them. Let me know if you picked them. To me, that would be interesting if you did, because you would be good. All right. So, let's talk about this NFL. We had some free agent signings from this week. I'll kind of start with the latest ones. The Raiders. Raiders very active in free agency. A team that is not active is the Dallas Cowboys, who haven't done anything. What is wrong with these people? I'm sick and tired of it. Okay, look, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Me, Tyler Butler, and Kevin Gray are going to do a Cowboys rant podcast next week. So stay tuned. It's going to be some yelling. It's going to be some screaming. It's going to be some frustration, because I'm getting to the point where, why are you not doing anything? People are active and y'all not doing anything. But
they did cut Kendrick.
Yeah, they haven't even done it yet. They still like they are so slow. Well, maybe he may change his mind. No, he's done. The guy doesn't want to be here. It's obvious he doesn't want to be here.
So he playing for checks
immediately. So
they say he's playing for money.
Right, exactly. All right, so back to the Raiders making moves. They added his nickname, the Muscle Hamster. I don't know if he still goes by that. Doug Martin. They also had release Crabtree, and they had Jordy Nelson. I gotta ask you, what's your thoughts on these pickups right here?
You know what? They're questionable to me, and here's why. Like, I've never seen Jordy Nelson as a dynamic receiver, and like people are gonna be like, oh my god, like he did great things in Green Bay. I mean, Jordy Nelson has great hands, and he's a good route runner, but I've always felt like Aaron Rodgers is the reason why Jordy Nelson looks so good, right? I mean, just the throws that he put the ball only where Jordy Nelson can catch the ball. And Jordy Nelson has great hands. Don't get me wrong. So we're going from Aaron Rodgers throwing you the ball to Derek Carr. And that is a huge difference. That is a huge difference. So I don't know how much that works out for the Raiders. I personally thought that Crabtree had a good season, you know, and he was definitely the more consistent receiver on the Raiders for the past couple of years. So I'm not really sure if you're making an upgrade by getting Jordy Nelson over Crabtree. You know, and then Doug Martin is a good pickup if you keep Marshawn. I think if you end up playing both of them together, I think you have a nice backfield. But is Doug Martin finally healthy again, or is he like, what's going on with Doug Martin? I mean, that's probably my biggest question. Because when he came in the league, he looked like he was going to be a top-tier back in the league. And
all right, Tyan, sound like I lost you. You still there? All right, look like we lost Tyan. I'll get him back here on the line. But, yeah, Doug Martin, this is his second chance. This is your opportunity right now, which I think he can capitalize on it. And I think he'll be a very good addition to them. All right, Tyan, got you back on the line. Everything, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Where did it cut out at?
You were saying Doug Martin could be good if he's healthy, and then from there, I think it cut out.
Yeah. So I mean, if he's healthy, he'll be a solid pickup for the Raiders. Like I say, that only depends on if they keep Marshawn Lynch back there, because I think Marshawn Lynch is your power back. I think Doug Martin could be like your versatile, change your pace back type guy. He also catches good off the backfield, and he's a decent pass blocker. So I think those two paired up together will work well. But again, it all depends on Doug Martin is healthy. Doug Martin is also a very native, which is great. So, he can bring a lot of energy to the Raiders as well.
Yeah. I think I'm interested to see how this pans out. But like I was saying right when the phone cut out, this is his second opportunity, and I think he's going to capitalize on it. Jordy Nelson, I do not know if he's going to be healthy. He hasn't been, I think he played all 16 games, I believe, last year, but I don't know how truly healthy this guy's going to be throughout the whole season. And I don't like the exchange. I don't like the exchange between him and Crabtree. Crabtree was, to me, he was reliable. As long as you threw him the ball, most of the time he caught it, except against Richard Sherman. But everybody else, though, he was good.
And Talib, he didn't just want us to leave either.
Right, that's true.
Taking his chain and the ball.
Getting his chain snatched continuous times. How do you get your chain snatched twice with one guy? Like, you should have did the Debo situation. I'm going to tuck mine in this time. You should have did that. But now you want to be all bold and wear your chain around like you Macho Man or somebody and end up getting it snatched again. All right, so I'll shout out to Miss J2 twice. She said, I love my team, the Saints. And talking about the Saints, there was some talks of possibly Drew Brees leaving, and they shut that down immediately. It was like, what? That story got out? Nope. We about to. What you want? How much money you want? How much you want me to open my wallet so I can make this happen? So he got 2 years, $50 million. It's Drew Brees. It's the right thing to do. He still can play. He can still contribute. He can still put up numbers.
I think that's fair value.
Yeah, I agree with that. Another signing, Honey Badger goes to the Houston Texans on a 1-year deal. Sounds like this is like a show me deal. What are you going to bring if we sign you to an extension? And this is somebody that the Cowboys should have looked at. He hasn't had any issues since he's been in the league, so you can't use that as an excuse. He's been fine. He's been a stand-up guy. You haven't seen him in the news. I mean, he's did what he was supposed to do. So, on to... all right, sound like I lost you again. You back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back from good this time, I think.
Tyler Butler says Crabtree for Nelson is a wash. Different is Crabtree wears panties. Oh, my God. I thought that was pants, and then I read a little bit closer, and it was panties. But he better put that chain out in Baltimore because they're crazy over there. He better.
Yeah.
He better. All right, Packers signing Jimmy Graham. I think that's an awesome addition to that team. Releasing Jordy Nelson, obviously, like we talked about. That gives them a real legit threat as a tight end and as a receiver. I mean, he's a receiving tight end. He's not, I don't know how well he is at blocking, but what was your thoughts on the Packers?
He's never going to block. Never block. Never block.
Yeah, they added him and Muhammad Wilkerson, which is another huge, I think, piece that they were able to add on to that team. So Packers are always in the mix. Their biggest problem was because of the health of A-Rod this past year. But as long as he's back and healthy, they're going to be in the mix. They added some defensive line help, added a tight end, so it should be good.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. The Titans making moves, picking up two former Patriots, Deion Lewis and Malcolm Butler. I have to assume somebody from the Patriots must be on the Titans staff. That's the only thing I can think of. They would pick up two of them. But Malcolm Butler gets the 5-year, $61 million. Deion Lewis also gets a 4-year deal. I think they both deserve the money. Obviously, there was some issue with Malcolm Butler with the Patriots, but the Patriots will be back, next year, no problem. I don't see any issues for them as long as Tommy boy can be healthy. Other than that, yeah. Here's the question though. I want both of us to answer. Where is Sue, where is Sue going? He was released, has not signed anywhere yet. He is could be a good addition to any team on that defensive line. Where do you see him going in this offseason?
I mean, it's really, that's a really tough question, and the reason why is because as good as Sue is, like, Sue's going to command money, number one, and then number two, you have to deal with his demeanor, attitude, right? And so I feel like, a lot of people feel like Sue is a dirty player. I think he plays hard, and he has done some dirty stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think he has done some dirty stuff. But you gotta have a locker room that's able to kind of like either control or embrace that, right? So control meaning having him turn it down, or embracing like we all gonna do this type thing, right? So I kind of see him possibly, and there were some rumors that he might be looking at Seattle. I can see him going up to Seattle, and trying to look there. What I would like to see personally is him go to like LA, for example, to the Rams. I think him and Aaron Donald would destroy teams, man.
Wow, that would put the Rams over the top right there. Like, I don't know who could be touching that defense at that point.
And I mean, the Rams are trying to. I mean, if you stack that line up, I mean, you look at what they've already done in free agency and through trades, and adding Marcus Peters on one side, and what's the other corner?
Talib.
And Talib, like you put them two together, and then you add, Aaron Donald along with with Sue on the line. I mean, that would be nasty. So, I mean, I look at some team who looks at Sue as being like a game changer. I look at them probably trying to take a flyer on him. So, trying to offer him like maybe a 3-year deal, 2 or 3 years. Not too much money, not too long of a contract. Just long enough where like he can play and be effective and not wear his welcome out, and then maybe get big money on the second contract if he plays well there.
Yeah. I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a 1-year deal with some team. I think, like you said, that he's going to have to prove that he's not going to be any type of distraction, basically. I think that's what it's going to come down to. Tyler says Sue is meeting with the Titans today, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think he has to go. He has to go to a playoff caliber team. I think he's looking for that as well. I think he's not going to go to like a team that's rebuilding. He's going to a team that he feels has an opportunity to make it to the playoffs and or championship. So that's why I threw out, like the Rams, for example. I think that would be a team that would take a look at it. Take a hard look at it. But the Titans have done well in free agency so far. I love the pickups that they made with Malcolm Butler, and then like I said, that Deion Lewis pickup, and they released Murray to let Derrick Henry become the full-time starting running back, and Deion Lewis comes out the backfield as like a change of pace back. I think that's a great pair right there. I think they're doing some great things there, and now you're just waiting for your quarterback to just take that next step and be that true Mariota, be that true double threat, that dual threat quarterback that he really can be, because he stays in the pocket. For me, I feel like he stays in the pocket too much. I think when the play breaks down, he should take off, and he just doesn't.
Yeah, I agree. All right, man. Well, appreciate you as always. This is what we do on Saturdays. So have a good one, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Probably pray for KD. KD out for 2 weeks.
Man, my whole team hurt right now, man. Whole team hurt. KD hurt.
Yeah.
Clay out with a fractured thumb. He'll be out for 2 weeks at least. And then Curry's going to get re-examined on Monday. But I just feel like they just go ahead and say everybody. I mean, we got the number 2 seed locked for the most part. We're not catching Houston, and that's okay. We'll just go with the number 2 seed. I've already got my playoff tickets. I am ready for the playoffs.
All right, man. Well, we'll be talking. Appreciate you. Have a good rest of your Saturday.
You have a great one too, man. Later.
Right, take care. Later. All right, that was Tyjun Mack. Go follow him. Go follow him on Facebook Tyjun Mack. Jelani